What's going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of the KBR Sports YouTube channel. In today's KBR Sports YouTube video, I'm going to be telling you exactly why LeBron James is the NBA player of the decade. Stay tuned for the rest of the video, guys, and we'll get right to it. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into this KBR Sports YouTube video. Make sure you guys do stay tuned and watch the entire video. I would definitely appreciate that. But you know what I also appreciate? If you guys subscribe to this YouTube video by hitting the notification bell as well, so you always get notified whenever a new KBR Sports YouTube video is uploaded, as well as leaving a like on this video if you do like it, and leave me a comment if you guys think there might be a different player that you think qualifies as the NBA player of the decade. So go ahead and go down to the comment section, scroll down right now, let me know what you guys think and comment your thoughts below. But of course, guys, I had to put LeBron as my NBA player of the decade, most because of LeBron James has arguably been the most notable American athlete in the last decade, and with good reason. He made it to the NBA Finals for 8 straight years after winning 3 championships in that time, including a back-to-back. Other players have won as many championships in the same amount of times, most notably megastar Stephen Curry, who realistically threatened LeBron's reign as the face of the NBA. However, LeBron's place in NBA history was secured in large part because of Curry's Warriors. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to the beginning of the decade, back to the point where LeBron was inspired to pour fuel on the flames of player empowerment. After LeBron fell short of winning a championship for the Cleveland Cavaliers for the 7th straight season, it was his first opportunity to take his career into his own hands, choose the team he wanted to play for, and the teammates he wanted to play with. We all know what happens next, of course.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
LeBron makes the move that sets the events of the rest of the decade into motion. It was arguably the biggest power shift in sports at the time and led to many anointing the Heat champions before they won anything, including the Heat themselves.
We also know you 3 kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Of course, his first year with Miami didn't turn out as planned.
For the Miami Heat, a stunning ending to one of the more compelling seasons in NBA history.
His Dallas collapse was monumental, but he followed that up with arguably the best stretch of basketball since Michael Jordan. In the NBA's first lockout season since 1998, LeBron was given the reins of the Heat by Dwayne Wade, which allowed him to fully realize his abilities. LeBron pulled off the NBA Triple Crown, which is an extremely rare feat. I really want you guys to realize how rare this is. I'm telling you. In this season, he won the regular season MVP, won the title, and the finals MVP, and also won an Olympic gold medal, something that hasn't been done since, drum roll,
Michael Jordan! What the hell is wrong with you?
In 1992. Think about all the great players we've had since MJ. Kobe, Shaq, Duncan, KD, Dirk, Steph, and yet none of them could really pull this off at all. So in a weird way, that kind of sums up what LeBron's decade has been. Doing things so few players could, leading the Heat to back-to-back titles and winning. Kirby, please. Leading the Heat to back-to-back titles and winning 2 finals MVPs, all while posting what is currently the 9th best single-season PER of all time in the 2012-13 season. He was already one of the biggest stars in the world, but in this stretch, it made him the undisputed best player in the NBA and the face of the NBA globally. Despite his Miami success, the decision still loomed over him like one of those rain clouds from the cartoons. Yeah, I know you guys have seen one of those, but many people still saw him as a villain, particularly those from his home state of Ohio. With LeBron being a guy who enjoys being liked, we all know that couldn't fly. Cue in the heartfelt "I'm coming home" letter announcing his return back to Cleveland. Now wait. This is a monumental moment in LeBron's career and all of NBA history. So we gotta do it right. So here's Frank Caliendo reading the end of the letter as Morgan Freeman.
In Northeast Ohio, nothing is given. Everything is earned. You work for what you have. I'm ready to accept the challenge. I'm coming home. the end.
And there it was. LeBron traded in palm trees and South Beach for the cold and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it either, but I'm just saying, come on, it's South Beach, y'all, it's South Beach. But he really didn't trade all that in for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and so on. He traded it all for home. The one place where winning a championship would resonate greater than any championship he could win anywhere else. Despite LeBron's letter outlining the process taking longer than it did in 2010, he was better prepared for it, and this time it was different. This time it was his city, his team, his story. He led the Cavs to the second seed in the East, where they went on to nearly sweep the Eastern Conference with a 12-2 record. Then came arguably one of the more impressive finals performances in a loss in NBA history, where minus his two best players, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, LeBron carried his Cavs team to within one game of arguably the greatest upset in the modern NBA to date. Now remember at the beginning when I referenced Stephen Curry? This is where his run truly begins. Midway through the decade, Steph definitely threatened LeBron's throne of popularity, and in some people's eyes, not mine, some people's, not this guy, almost took the crown of best player in the world. Back-to-back MVPs, one being unanimous, the first ever in NBA history, along with a championship and the head of a team that broke MJ's Chicago Bulls 72-win regular season record with 73. All while winning the hearts of little kids around the world with spectacular dribble displays and breathtaking shot making, breathtaking shots as well. The media wasn't shy about pushing that narrative either. Steph's star was poised to shine just as bright as LeBron's for the foreseeable future with an NBA Finals victory. However, the Akron native had other plans, making every play the Cavs needed from him, including his signature chase down block on Andre Iguodala that left the attendants at Oracle Arena speechless as what felt like a dream season slowly turned into a nightmare. In what became the crowning moment of LeBron's career and the greatest comeback in NBA history, beating the odds of a 3-1 deficit, LeBron emphatically took his throne and crown from Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, winning Cleveland its first championship in 52 years and breaking the Cleveland curse. It was without a doubt the NBA moment of the decade, while it did eventually lead to the Warriors acquiring Kevin Durant and winning 2 of the next 3 NBA Finals. LeBron's 8 straight finals trips are something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's 10 straight appearances. LeBron lost each matchup against the Durant Warriors, but made history even in those appearances. He became the first player to ever average a triple-double in NBA history or in the NBA Finals in 2017. Then in his last season in Cleveland, following the departure of Kyrie Irving, he led the Cavaliers to the finals with a Herculean performance, averaging 34 points on 54% shooting from the field, along with 9 rebounds and 9 assists. His 34-point per game playoff average that year is 5th all-time, 5th among players who played at least 16 games. The other 4 higher playoff scoring averages belong to none other than Michael Jordan. The ultimate show of longevity and dominance. The decade ended with LeBron donning the purple and gold, and in what was an underwhelming season due to his first serious injury in a partially torn groin. In true LeBron fashion, he has come back to try to reclaim his throne this year with the possibility of winning his 4th NBA title. It is unknown how LeBron's current conquest will end, but it is evident that he has successfully cemented himself as one of the greatest players of all time due to what he's accomplished in this decade. LeBron is not only the player of the decade, but arguably the player of this generation, a claim that's easier to argue for than against. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this KBR Sports YouTube video. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the video. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so that way you're notified whenever a new KBR Sports video is posted. Also, make sure you leave a like if you like this video as well and comment your thoughts. I know I got different ideas and submissions, people thinking that Steph Curry is the guy, Kevin Durant, even Kobe and Dirk. So let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. And guys, make sure, of course, I'm always going to include these cool Amazon items down below in the comment section in the description where you guys can check out different Amazon deals that I go ahead and find for you guys. If you guys are interested, go ahead and pick something up for yourself. Obviously, we all want to get stuff at the best prices. I know I do, so make sure you guys go ahead and check those out. But guys, until the next video, I'm out.